Hello, and welcome to Cine 9. In this video, we are going to highlight some of our picks for top science fiction series that we think every fan of unique mind-bending storytelling should watch. This collection combines some recent underappreciated and older shows that have excellent science fiction themes and outstanding stories which include technology, space, apocalyptic scenarios, and much more. And let us know in the comments how many of these shows you have seen and which was planned to watch. Now, let's start the video. Number 5. Outer Range. Created for Amazon Prime Video, Outer Range is a sci-fi and Western television series that began in 2022. The series was created by Brian Watkins and stars both Imogen Poots and Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin plays Royal Abbott, an ornery, monosyllabic cattleman prone to long, monosyllabic dinners with his limitedly functional family. Royal is spiritually skeptical, but his wife Cecilia is a true believer, dragging the family to church every week, which may help them handle wave after wave of adversity. Son Perry is struggling to raise precocious daughter Amy after the unexplained disappearance of his wife 9 months earlier. Other son Rhett is a hard-drinking, hard-living rodeo cowboy whose professional bull riding dreams may be nearing an end. To make matters worse, Wayne Tillerson, owner of the neighboring ranch, sends his surly, ATV riding sons over to let Royal know that he's made a legal claim on 600 acres of Abbott land. Oh, and then there's the arrival of peculiar backpacking hippie Autumn, who asks to camp out for a few days on Royal's property and then starts posing intrusive questions. Royal is not pleased. Then he finds a vast, perfectly symmetrical, apparently bottomless hole on his property. If you are a fan of the famous and popular series, Dark, then be sure you will like this series as well.
Something is coming. Something is happening.
Number 4. Mrs. Davis. Mrs. Davis is an American science fiction, comedy drama limited series, created by Tara Hernandez and Damon Lindelof for Peacock. The series stars Betty Gilpin as a nun using her faith to take on technology, and a supporting cast including Jake McDorman. To the extent it's possible to summarize this show, it is about a nun who embarks on a series of increasingly ridiculous quests under the direction of an AI dubbed the Algorithm, or Mrs. Davis. The story is rife with MacGuffins, including the original, most significant MacGuffin in storytelling history, the Holy Grail, which Mrs. Davis tasks Simone and her ex-boyfriend Wiley with tracking down and destroying. It's not wrong to refer to the series as a constantly evolving mystery box show, but that's also too reductive a term for what a mind-blowing Mrs. Davis is. This series is like a puzzle box that turns into a transformer and also an Etch-a-Sketch that can microwave a plate of pineapple-infused falafel for you. It's got magic tricks and sly lost references, and a finale reveal that is one of the best things I've seen on TV all year, and maybe last year also. If you have seen series such as Westworld, Humans, Severance, or Mr. Robot and enjoyed them, so this series is something similar, and you will definitely like it. Number 3. Resident Alien. Resident Alien is an American science fiction, comedy drama mystery television series, created by Chris Sheridan, based on the comic book of the same name. This series was first shown in January 2021 on the Sci-Fi Network. Alan Tudyk plays the main role in this series. Sci-Fi's Resident Alien follows Harry, an alien played by Alan Tudyk, that crash lands on Earth and passes himself off as a small-town human doctor. Arriving with a secret mission, Harry starts off living a simple life. But things get a bit rocky when he's roped into solving a local murder, and realizes he needs to assimilate into his new world. As he does so, he begins to wrestle with the moral dilemma of his mission and asking the big life questions like, are human beings worth saving, and why do they fold their pizza before eating it? If you love science fiction stories about aliens, then don't miss this series, you will definitely like it.
Unless they're guilty.
Number 2, Silo. Silo is an American science fiction, dystopian television series created by Graham Yost, based on the Wool series of novels by author Hugh Howey. The series stars Rebecca Ferguson, who is also an executive producer of the series. It premiered on Apple TV Plus on May 2023, and a second season is in development. Other actors who are present in this series: Tim Robbins, Ian Glenn, David Oyelowo, and Lonnie Rashid Lynn. In the story, just over 10,000 people live in a massive underground bunker known as the Silo. History has been destroyed to such a degree that the residents aren't sure how they got there or what happened to the outside world. All they know is that it's deadly outside. They can see it, or can they? Allison starts to hear whispers that the powers that be in the silo are lying to its residents to keep them under control. She's scared to share these beliefs with her husband, who happens to be the sheriff, because the silo is a place where dissent and disagreement can be punished. And there's one immutable rule: don't ask to leave. Anyone who asks to leave must be allowed to do so, and no one has ever returned. If you are a fan of post-apocalyptic series, and you watched and enjoyed the Snowpiercer series, then this series is made for you.
What we see is not what's out there.
And finally, number 1, Black Mirror. First and foremost, there is excellent news for Black Mirror fans. The 6th season will be released in June 2023. And, for those who haven't watched it yet, you're missing out on one of the greatest science fiction shows ever. Each episode in the series explores how contemporary technologies might go wrong and turn against a people who develop them. Each episode is set in a unique world beyond the realm of the imagination, and features a different cast of people battling various technologies in a somewhat altered universe. The entire series explores different categories, but the majority of the stories are set in dystopian worlds with sci-fi development, from the not-too-distant future, reviewing every episode to give you an overview of the main plot. And topic of the show is challenging, because this series doesn't only focus on science fiction, it also explores fantasy and a variety of other thought-provoking themes that have a connection to science fiction. But the best part is that you get to view fresh original stories that you have never seen before. Well guys, we have reached the end of this video. How was it? Did you like this list? Now that you liked it, first, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell next to it to be notified of the next videos. So until the next video, take care.